Are we live? I'm guessing we're live. Let me just lower the volume real quick. I'm guessing we're live. Let me just fix this up real quick. That's not what I'm supposed to do. There we go. That's not the right video as well. Hold on. Let me just set things up real quick and then we'll get started. I mean, it's just only me for today because, like, number one, I haven't do anything today lately. I just, I just can't think of something else. Got nothing else to think about today because I am bored as hell. I guess no one's gonna watch it anyway. I mean, no one. I'm guessing like no one's gonna watch it anyway. So, I mean, what's the point of freaking fucking things up left and right? But in seriousness, no. Like, I wanted to try things up in this thing, which is, making a podcast is it really good nowadays? I don't think so, because like podcasts nowadays are just either good or not so good. Like, for example, like freaking I don't know, Bad Friends or the Misfits podcast or Joe Rogan podcast. Like those three are much more popular. I don't know the other ones though, but either way, yeah, it's getting popular and I can't tell like either it's good or bad or something else, and I just thinking that it's okay, you know. I all right, I guess let's just start for today. Let me just lower the volume real quick so that way, and maybe higher it. I don't know. Hold on, let me just. Brother in Christ. I'm guessing like the only good thing about podcasts is like you have the power or the ability to just mess around with it, you know. You have that ability with you because in in life though, because like once you have that ability of like making a podcast, it's just right there on your hands. It's like making a Twitch stream, you know? It's like if you're a Twitch streamer, there's like rules and regulations if you're a popular Twitch streamer, but if you're not a popular Twitch streamer, you have like a good ability to make like curse shit in your entire life because like, you know, it's just random thoughts in your head, you know. It's like that's part of who you are. I sounded like Brucey from Grand Theft Auto Online to Grand Theft Auto 4. Man, I'm going insane because I'm literally talking to myself. I mean, oh yeah, by the way, welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Cartoon Guy, and right next to me is my co-host. No one. It's literally no one. It's all by myself for today because, well, I have nothing else to do and I'm literally bored as hell. So let's just get started, alright? For today, we're just talking about freaking games. Well, we always talking about games, but have you heard like extraction games? Extraction games nowadays are really good. Like for example, Escape from Tarkov, um, Escape from Tarkov, or maybe I mean I don't think Rust would be extraction shooter, but it felt like an extraction shooter though because like you know you just grab your you just go to a location, grab some shit, kill some people, grab their shit, and then go back to your base. Basically, felt like an extraction shooter, you know. But Rust never had that ability to just mess around with it because well it's just that like there like you don't you don't have mods on your you don't have like you can respawn but you're in a different location though when it comes to extraction shooters. You die, you respawn, but you lose a lot of your items. That's part of extraction shooters. But when it comes to like for example like open world games that is like when you die you lose all of your items, all of your health, your items, your money, all of that hard work, all gone, all because of one person stuck in a roof, camping, doing nothing, just doing fuck all. It's like whenever you go to an open world game, you expect like, oh, I'll die, but I will have all my weapons, all my cash with me, and all my stuff. And it's good. But when it comes to just freaking open world games, when you die, you lose items, you just fuck all. It's all of your hard work is just nothing. You're just gonna quit the game, refund it, and never played it ever again because that game is trash. And that game is criminality and on Roblox. And I know I'm talking shit to a Roblox game. I know that. Shut the fuck up. I mean, not gonna lie, because like I know it's a Roblox game and it's a fucking kids game, but criminality is it's either a kids game or a fucking I don't know kids who have kids who have like special ability, you know. Like if you play criminality, you're special, not in a good way. You're special in the most helmet kid way. I know you get. I know people like. I know that. I know. Fuck sake. I know I'm not that popular, but when I'm talking shit to a Roblox game, many people will just come in here, tag on me, doing dog shit on me. Like, yeah, I'm talking shit to a Roblox game. What are you guys gonna do about it? Go ahead, talk shit to me because it's just a Roblox game. Like if you like if I ever talk shit to an actual game, I feel bad about it because it's an actual game. Many people played about it. Many people enjoy about it, and many people care about it. I don't want to talk shit about Dark Souls because Dark Souls is actually a pretty decent game. It's hard work. It's an actual game. Compare that one to Roblox where you can use reuse assets. You can use reuse assets. You can just use like copy and paste of a code where like someone who did better, but you just copy and paste it and make it like more thing on your own. Like Roblox has a lot of copy and pasting games. It's like it's like Call of Duty all over again. You're using reusing assets. And it's bad. It's garbage. It's one of the worst things in gaming history is reusing assets. It's just garbage, I hate it. Like if I ever became a game dev, I would not using reusing asset. I would just build the game from ground down to up. But sadly, I'm not. I mean, I'm not a game developer, of course. So, why am I speaking to all this, even though I'm not a game developer? But I understand for the people who like make games, saying like we need to reuse asset because it would just make some time. It's part of being a developer is to reuse asset. I understand that. But at the same time, many people will just recognize it and saying like, it's reuse asset, you're lazy, you're dumb, you're just wasting your money. on any of this. I understand, but the main issue is that the reason why we have a lot of reuse assets on most games, like most sequel games, that's what I meant, is because of deadlines, you know? Like if you have a deadline on one singular game, you're fucked. You're highly 100% fucked. But if you type like if you have like coming soon games, that means the game is must be good because it's coming soon. Coming soon means like, you know, devs, take your time. You can have a day off if you want to. You just have to have your time alone. And it's good. It's good. Like for example, like older games from the PlayStation 2. Those games way back in the day, like they take their time and effort in their games. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, they took a lot of time to manage to make a lot of details of it. Even though even though they're like making it like 1 year later or something. I don't know. I can't remember that much of the old era, but I remember like the good memories that I have when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, I was a PlayStation kid back then, and that is either a good thing or a bad thing. Because like the reason why it's a good thing, because I experienced a lot of good old games. For example, Tony Hawk Underground, Tony Hawk Underground 2, the Tony Hawk series, which is amazing. I love this. I love the Tony Hawk series. But at the same time, until now, when I played Tony Hawk, I felt like I'm not a kid anymore. I don't felt the skateboarding feel way back in the day when I was a kid. Because way back in the day when I was a kid, I used to just enjoy skateboarding, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. I break my legs for that shit, and I didn't even actually break my leg. I just sprained my ankle, and I cried. Man, it was a good era, but let's just ignore about that situation. But let's just talk about the old games are much more better than the new games. You know, like if you go to Modern Warfare, the old one, Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 3, all of those three games back then, it was amazing. It was a good old era. Your only good thing you played at is on the Xbox 360 or the PS3, not the PC, because it was amazing if you played it on console. If you played the Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 3 on the latest era, the only good part is to play it on PC because of how, you know, messed up or confusing on the mechanics are. And I understand to make it more realistic, but to be honest, Call of Duty is an arcade shooter. It's an arcade shooter game, not to make it like more realistic. Don't make it all freaking whatever the game called is, Ready or Not, or you know, tactical shooter type shit. Don't make it as tactical, okay? I understand to make it more realistic and more military based, but for Call of Duty, make it like you know, more arcadey shooter, like Black Ops 2, Black Ops, Cold War. All those three games are arcade type shit. And it's fun. It's actually fun. I understand the multiplayer in Cold War is not good. But to be honest, the mechanics, the movement in there are good. It's like Chef Kiss all over again. But no one uses Chef Kisses anymore. You know why? Because it's a dead era back then. I don't know if I can help. I don't even know if I can talk for like 1 hour in this situation. I'll probably stay here for like 30 or 40 minutes. But I would stay here argumently. And I'm going insane with that shit. I don't give a shit, alright? Fuck y'all. Fuck Christmas. And have a good day. But anyway, back to the story. Excuse me. Anyway, so back to the story. Um, I was just when I was a kid, I was just nonsense back then. I was a nuisance. I was like, you feel like, when you experiencing me when I was a kid, I was like a fucking nuisance or a kid on Adderall or something. You can see me on the jungle gym doing whatever the hell I want. If I was young, I would definitely just doing I would just do terrible things to myself when I was a kid. If I were like a time traveler, you know. But I experienced a lot of trauma, and yeah, it's either it's good or it's not good, because like all that trauma build me into a newer me, you know. I'm not saying like trauma is good. Trauma is not good. It's just terrible, absolute terrible. But not gonna lie, it's kind of helpful, you know. Like if you have trauma, that means you just you're building your own blocks right now, instead of like someone's building still building your blocks, building your blocks by themselves. No, it's just you're building your own block. And it was inspiring, because most singers most singers has traumatic effects, or trauma, or most of the singers back then, they were like traumatized, they were scared to show their emotions, until when they make songs, or whenever they make art, people around them, they know what he's been through, and they support him. And that's why it's great to have trauma, but at the same time it's worse, because you had to feel sad, you had to feel worse to any occasion whatsoever. But deep down, you can actually stand up for once and keep moving forward. And it's good. It's absolutely good, and I support that shit. Yeah. hmm. What else do I have to say? I think I think Grand Theft Auto 6 would be a good game to like to enjoy, but for console users though, because like the only thing I heard from Rockstar is that they don't like PC players, because like they're cheap. And I sometimes understand, but I sometimes disagree with them, because yeah, we're cheap, but we're not that rich people. You don't expect us to be rich though. As long as you make us happy, and then if the game is actually good, yes, I'll buy it full price. And if it's released on Steam on sale, then yeah, I'll definitely buy it immediately, instead of like buying the full price. But price is a price. You cannot avoid it. Not gonna lie, like if you buy or if you make a game, you can just like either make it cheaper, or make it less expensive. I mean, cheaper is less expensive. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, either make your game cheap, or make your game free. Yeah, I know it's bad idea to most game devs, or game devs, or people who make games. It's bad for them, but at the same time, many people were requesting like good free games nowadays. Like, we have XDefiant, and we don't even know if it's a free game or not. That's the thing, and it's still not even released yet. Many people are like saying like, man, freaking XDefiant is gonna release when GTA 6 release. I mean, no hate to Ubisoft though. I don't have beef with them. They're a really good company, and I accept it because I mean, except like if they make another Assassin's Creed game, I'm not gonna be happy because you know they're gonna make like a reuse asset on that shit. But not gonna lie, most of Ubisoft games, I think they never remaster a single game except of Assassin's Creed 3. They did make a remaster, but I never seen AC1 AC1 2 or 2 Brotherhood ever getting a remaster. The only thing I want in Assassin's Creed is like if they ever make a remake or if ever they make a remaster one, the only thing I want is that no levels on the swords, no levels on armor. You can put customization but only change the color, just like in the previous Assassin's Creed games, Assassin's Creed 2, where you're getting sick of your white plain robes. You can just change it to any color like black, green, brown. You can change whatever the hell you want. It's fun, it's nice. Plus, the only thing I want next on AC remaster is adding mod support. Yes, you please add mod support in there because that will be fun. It makes the community more helpful, more nice, make the game more better. Many people will just buy it immediately, non-stop. They will buy it if you ever add mod support. Like mod support in games, they deserve to get more popular because of mod supporting. Like you remember Back 4 Blood? Back 4 Blood is dead. It's freaking dead. Like absolute dead. Nobody plays that games anymore. Nobody enjoys it. It's a buggy mess until all because the dev who made that game, or the people who made Back 4 Blood, they said, yeah, we're not putting mod support in there because like we whatever the reasons in there. I felt broken inside. I felt broken because like those are the people who made Left 4 Dead 2 and Left 4 Dead, and both games had mod supported, and I'm actually happy for it. But when it comes to that Back 4 Blood thing, nobody even bothers to just play the game because it's a buggy mess. There's not much details to it though. There's 100% no details in there. And it's not mod supported. Who the hell plays a game that has no mods to it though? That would make the game more boring, more plain. It's just looking at a sand and tell the sand to do something and there's literally nothing in it. Like, I'm actually pissed off to whatever the hell it is. I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired to just talk about game companies who ruin themselves. Like for example, Saints Row. Yes, you heard me. Saints Row from the Xbox 360. The original Saints Row, not the Saints Row reboot, because the Saints Row reboot is dead, like absolutely dead. If you go to the Steam charts, it's absolutely dead. No one's playing it, not even the multiplayer one. The only people who played the game are just children who doesn't even understand Saints Row. Like if you go to the first Saints Row, you can tell 100% it's good. I don't care the graphics. I care about the gameplay, how hard is the mission is, and how enjoying and memorable of those scenes in Saints Row. But when it comes to Saints Row 2, you feel like, oh, it's actually much more better now. The graphics is fine, the gameplay is fine, plus it's mod supported, it's much more better. Plus it's more on multi-platform now. You can play it on the PS3, you can play it on the PC, except the PC port on Saints Row 2 is terrible. The only thing you can do is to just mod the game, get Gentlemen of the Row, which is a patch version of Saints Row 2, and then bam, you got yourself Saints Row 2. It's amazing now. It's fun. It's enjoyable. You can play multiplayer in there too. They're still running as well, by the way. It's just, it's amazing, you know. It's amazing. I had fun playing it. I have more memorable memories in there on my Xbox 360. I want to revisit that ever again. I want to revisit that, you know? It's fun. I have it on my Steam, and I I only got it on sale, and it's actually a pretty good trade offer. Yeah. Anyway, what else? What else are in there? Oh yeah, there is a drama happening on Saints Row 2 where the people who made Gentlemen of the Row person, they're planning on making a full patch, like a full remaster version of Saints Row 2, but their partner, I can't tell their name, but their partner left him to the dust that he actually died. Yeah. Yeah, the person who made Gentlemen of the Row, they're gone due to cancer. And I just said, and I had to say, it's that why good people had to die due to cancer. Like, a lot of good people died because of cancer or COVID, and that is just messed up, because like God, it's like God playing with his food, you know. A lot of good people died, and the only thing what's left is the bad people, like people who do crimes, people who just want to do whatever the hell they want. They still alive, and I just cannot understand how and why they still alive after this day. And until now, they haven't learned their lesson yet. Like, they still do what they do. I'm just like, damn, why can't I just like snap my fingers and just be gone immediately? My God, it's an absolute torture, you know. You can't get what you have. Man, I feel like, you know, a news reporter can do better than this shit, because I can't do a single podcast without me struggling of how messed up the world is. I'm guessing like this could be the end of, well, podcasts or anything whatsoever, because like TikTok and Snapchat are still exist until this day. And I, no offense to any TikTok users, I just hate y'all. I hate it. I never liked TikTok. I never enjoyed it. They're all garbage. It's just mediocrely garbage. I hate it. Man, I don't know if anyone watching, so I'm just gonna end it right here. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, everyone. I'm glad. I don't know if anyone would watch this garbage. So yeah, see you guys in the next vid. Goodbye.